Yo, it's HeyBroken, and today I am continuing my How to Play with Intention for my viewer series. Thank you guys for supporting me so much, like I said in my last video, but I just appreciate you guys for, just sticking around and supporting me the way you are by watching these vids. I hope I can actually help you guys get better at this game with my commentary, and here we go. So far, we got regular gameplay. The Power Crush, what you gotta understand with these bear players, bro, they all play exactly the same. Every single bear player that you run into plays exactly the same. And I will just please watch replays of bear players. They all share one Discord. Every single bear player is in one Discord. They feed off each other's ideas, and they're like, okay, they're like the guinea force. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's do our pose, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Every single round, every single game, they are going to do the exact same thing. Round start Hell Sweep, round start Power Crush, round start G Clef. They're gonna all play exactly the same. They're gonna play exactly the same. So far you're playing very good Tekken 8 with your forward 2 into 3, and you got the Hell Sweep after. But remember this. You already started with Heat Engager into Hell Sweep. You already started with Heat Engager into Hell Sweep. You do that many more times throughout these sets. You need to stop doing Hell Sweep not every single time, but like 90% of the time after you get a Heat Engager. That was very bad. When you see a bear laying on the ground like that, know that they're about to do some devious shit. Like, know that they're up to something. They're not doing that for no reason. So, overextending there was very bad. I would just wait for him to get up. Like, you have to understand that bear players, they don't know how to play Tekken, so they have to gimmick their way to a win. That's why they all play exactly the same. They have to, even though their character is OP, and especially in Season 1, even though their character is OP, they also have the craziest gimmicks of all time that you can do, like, nothing about. Again, this is OP right here. You have to guess. Understand that when Panda's in heat specifically, that you want to block mid first, because King Surbot, this guy's just going to keep spamming that heat string. That's what he does, and obviously he's still spamming it. Again, there's minimal things that you can do in this situation, so I just recommend just blocking to just keep it safe as possible. Like, just eat this. When you see a bear pop up on your loading screen, understand that you're going to be guessing for half the game. More than half the game. 75% of the game. And right here, he starts spam charging. And after he spam charged this the first time, if they spam charge the second time after they do this, they're going to continue charging it. So just be ready to interrupt this. This is your chance. This is your chance to turn the tides. He's giving you a chance. And after that, you got him to finally stand up, and you can finally apply your offense. This is where you have to win the round. How you beat bears, you outmix them. That's the only thing you can do. In neutral, you outmix them. Spam 4-4-2. Spam your Hell Sweeps. Spam your electric. You have to outmix them. You have to spam plus frame moves. That's the only way you're going to beat a bear, because the bears have the craziest mixes in the game. They're so OP. And they're so gimmicky. And you see that he got that down jab. That is really bad for you because it just reset neutral. And bears have way better neutral than the average character. Even though they shouldn't. This was a very good forward 4-2. He did a very bad job of just sitting there waiting for you to apply pressure. He should have did his thing first. But good forward 4-2 nonetheless. And good Hell Sweep. I don't know why he just sat down in that stance when you can't block in it. But it's okay. Again, another gimmick bear player. You have to be ready. Honestly, fuzzying at the beginning of rounds is very good against bears because they all play exactly the same, like I've been saying. On round start, I would fuzzy the Hell Sweep, honestly. Because they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And I wouldn't even say these first two games, Well, this game you won, but the second game I would say you didn't really lose. You lost to gimmicks, and the third game you lost from skill. So I will say that. Again, bear mixes, and that you have to react to that. If you let the bear get away with that, then you're gonna get cooked. Bro, Reina looks so ridiculous. What? What is that? Yeah, you have to keep blocking. And I would not recommend you doing that stance when the bear's rushing you down like that. In that situation, doing the 1-1 is very good. You have to 1-1 check. You have to down 4-1. And what I didn't see you do in these sets is you can't electric. So I would recommend you electricing more in practicing mode and then implementing that into your gameplay. And I would recommend you throwing out just down forward 1. I saw you throw out a lot of down forward 1-2s, and that's minus 14. I do not recommend you just be throwing out that move like that. I would recommend you just throw out the forward 4-2 like regular and go into your mix to keep it safe. I would recommend only using down forward 1-2 for a punisher, and use down forward 1 more for a check. See, like here, even though this worked, I don't recommend you just throwing out the move like this. Because the higher you go, this is how you stay hard stuck. You keep using moves like that, and you're wondering why you're not progressing. You have to stay safe in these situations. You can't just throw out a minus 14 move like that and you're going to get cooked. And, okay, every once in a while it's fine, but the way you did it, you did it a lot. So there's a difference between using it once every blue moon and just spamming the move. So here, I believe this is the third time that he charged this move. You have to interrupt this. If you keep letting him get away with this, you're just going to get cooked because you're just going to have to keep accepting the mixes that come after this. See, like, once you ate that charge, now look what you have to deal with. And then you ate the charge again, and look what you have to deal with. But this time, you did a very good stepping this, because this is a very slow move. I would recommend this Panda player to do something different than what he did here. But you step this move, so you need to capitalize. Anytime a bear gives you an opening, you have to capitalize, or you're going to lose the mixing battle. The bears just have the best mixes in the game, in my opinion. Better than Anna. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. But I'm also not trolling. That ender, I don't know if I agree too much with it, but we'll roll with it. Again, you can electric. I don't like the way you just electric here, but luckily it worked. Like, imagine that got blocked. Now you're getting punished, and again, you're getting cooked by a bear on mixes because you're going to lose your frames. So you have to learn how to electric. Again, now he's trying to control space with this back 4-2. You have to be aware of that. If you let the bears counter hit you with that back 4-2, it's not going to be fun. You have to be aware of that spacing tool. And again, you're doing such a good job stepping this while running 1+2. Even the best players in the world have trouble stepping this move. And very good conversion here. Again, after heat engager, you go for another hell sweep. It's getting obvious. You need to start doing mids. And you're not using the Season 2 down to 1+2. You need to use that way more than risking your life for a hell sweep after heat engager. Use that down to 1+2 in heat. Even without heat, use down 2. That's a very good counter hit tool. You need to start using down to 1+2 more. Again, you have to accept these mixes. Here, blocking low wasn't a bad idea because if he hits you with the unblockable high, the unbreakable high, you're getting wall splatted, so ducking here wasn't that bad of an idea. Again, you're getting mix, and this was a very good job because you're low health. He keeps mixing you. You might as well go for something. So this is very good. Very bad combo, though. I would recommend that you immediately bound with back 4. Good taking your turn back. Again, after you after, I don't recommend you do finish that string. I recommend you just do one while standing 4, and after you see that you don't finish that, you're running out of heat, so I recommend you do down 2 1 plus 2 to keep your plus frames. But now, after that interaction, now you're getting cooked again by mixes, and you go for the rage art, and luckily this works here, but he's airborne, so you're going to have to win another interaction. Again, he stays on the ground here, and he lets himself get mixed. So this is very good for you, and hopefully you capitalize. And again, you go for a -14 move, which I don't recommend. I recommend that you just have down 4 to 1 checked him, but we're in this situation. It's like things like that. Even though it worked, the reason why it worked, it's like it's hard to explain, but like it works. But at a certain point, you shouldn't be risking your life like that because you're going to stay hard stuck forever with that kind of mindset. Oh, it worked, so I'm going to keep doing it. It's hard to explain why you shouldn't keep doing it when it works in this situation like this. Like things like that is going to keep you hard stuck if you don't understand like the psychology of why you should be doing a move in a certain situation. Got hit with the power crush. Again, that time he did an instant, so he's switching it up more. And again, he did another instant, and this time he pressed, and now you're getting cooked. Honestly, I would skip that. This is a very good counter move that you did here. Very good. Again, it's all about keeping pressure here. I would keep your turn. Like wave dash, again, you're doing a good job. You're like your fear is in your heart for sure because of what happened the first time he was laying on the ground. But you're doing a very good job not staying too far away from him. Because as soon as he gets up, you have to do a move, and that's what you do here, which is very good. Again, hell sweep mix. Again, you have to outmix the bear, so you're doing a very good job here. And nice. Nice. I recommend you pop heat. Nice. After this happens, bro, after you shouldn't have even gone for the 3. After that drops at the ender, you have to be ready to down 2 1 plus 2 into plus frame mix. You have to. Again, after this happens, I recommend that you just either try to jab him or just wait because you already messed up your enders. So you just wait at that point. But I recommend that you jabbed him right when he got up. But now it was too late. But again, you're not using down 2 1 plus 2 at all. And again, as soon as you see that animation, you have to get up and block that shit. That was a very good not power crush, rage art. Again, another round start hell sweep. Like I said, every single bear player will do these flowcharts. Hell sweep, G clef, back 1 for the power crush back 1. You just got to be ready for it. You just have to be. They're all going to do the same thing. This time, you keep doing that. 4-4-2 into 3. You have to mix up your options better. Again, you're getting mixed here. There's not much for me to say at this point. Like I said earlier, the second game you more lost to gimmicks and you lost to just robbery rather than skill, but the third game you lost to skill. This is a very good low parry on that string. Good knowledge. Again, you keep going for that 3 after you do your mix. You have to mix that up better. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is with these low-ranked players, but y'all keep, like, finishing everything with a -14, -13 move. Like, you'll do a billion moves in a row, and then you'll just, for the last, like, your last, like, I don't even know what to describe it. Like, just throwing yourself off a cliff with this -13, -14 move. Like, you'll do a billion flowcharts in a row, and then you'll end it with a -13 or -14 move, which y'all have to stop doing that. Like, either pull back or just stay safe with your poking. Because now you're going to get punished, and then now the tides have turned. Again, you're throwing out another minus 14 move, which there's no reason for you to do that, especially with your health. I recommend you either do Hell Sweep 442 mix or Electric. Or just throw out a random down forward 2. Like you, in these sets that you showed me, you didn't even use down forward 2. So in this situation, why would you throw out a minus 14 move when you could just throw out a down forward 2 or an Electric? Which you're doing CD3. So if you're doing CD3 with the Electric, I don't understand why you're not Electricing. Four two here. This is a very good punish. Again, after heat engage, you keep going for the Hell Sweep, bro. You gotta mix this up with down 2-1+2. You have to. Like, you can't go for the same thing every time after hitting engager. Like, the biggest problem with these lower ranks, y'all just keep flowcharting. And then after the flowchart, you'll do a minus 13 or minus 14 move. Like, I understand why y'all keep complaining about guessing. Like, y'all just be doing that. Y'all play in a guessing way. And this here, you just got cooked. This is something that would happen to me. So I'm not going to talk down to you or anything like that with what just happened. Because that kind of thing would happen to me. Again, you keep throwing out a minus 14 move. You're going to get cooked by this. You're going to stay hard stuck taking Emperor forever if you keep throwing out a minus 14 move like that. Especially on a round start. And there's not even a really reward. Like a heat engager on round start, it's not really good to throw out heat engagers on round start. Especially a minus 14 one. Maybe a safe heat engagers are fine throwing out on round start, but like bro, minus 14 one, like there's no reason to be doing that. Again, here you just got cooked by that. No problem, no problem. A good 1-1-2. Good mixes. Again, you have to outmix the bears. After that, you have to punish that, bro, with 1-1-2, bro. You have to keep your mixes. And again, you didn't punish this either. Again, you keep going for 4-4. Every time you do 4-4-2, you're doing 3 for the ender, trying to get the heat engager, which you keep getting launched for it, but you keep doing it. So it's like you're not mixing your options at all. You're just flow charting. Again, you have to get up and block that. You did a good job there. He power crush, good punish. Nice down to 1+2. I didn't know you had it in you. I didn't know that you knew that they put this move in the game. Nice. Again, you're keeping your pressure here. You're playing like a very top player. You're playing like Yagami. A good down forward one check. Oh my god, this guy. He actually had it. He actually had it. All he had to do was stay solid. Down forward 1. Jab, jab, down forward 1. But no, he finishes the flow chart with down forward 1-2. Minus 14. There's no reason to be risking your life in this situation when you have the health lead. Now you're going to get cooked. The tides have turned. Luckily, you blocked that and you win the round. But, dude, there's no reason to, like, just completely throw away a round like that. Again, every time you go for the mix, you go for a heat engager 3. This time you get cooked by the while running 1+2. Charge mixes. Again, you have to hold all this. No punish there. Again, you have to hold all this. And King Sirbot did a very good job with this movement. Well, I'll watch that one more time because he actually, I didn't know he had this in him. This was very good. And again, this all stemmed from you not punishing this, but it's okay. But look at this movement from King Sirbot. That was icy. And then you just get a counter hit there. Good jab on a round start from him. And again, every single time you do forward 4-2, you're doing heat engager 3. You got to mix up your options. And you're getting charge mixed. This time you get the interruption, which is very good. This time you do the mid, but you're doing the minus 14 mid. And he didn't press one time when you're going in these mixes. So I don't know why for the mid you chose to do the minus 14 one. So you just got punished. Like he didn't, every single time you did 4-4-2, he never pressed. So like there's no reason for you to do the power crush one. Now you're getting cooked. Again, you keep getting hit by this, and then now the game's over. Again, every single time you do 4-4-2, you're doing 3. So you got to stop doing that. Good 4-4-2. This time you finally do the mid, which is very beautiful to see. You don't get the perfect electric, but you got an electric, which is very good. Unfortunately, you get unlucky with the wall there. Oh, after when you see that happen, most likely you're not going to punish this this messed up electric or win God Fist perfectly. So I would rather jab check to get your +1 and just keep it safe. There's no reason to risk your life going all in for a 10-frame punish. It's just not worth it. Again, you don't break the 2-throw here. Again, good job this time not throwing away your life. There's no reason to. Very good option here. Good combo. Good mixes. Not a good punish here. Again, I don't know what it is with you guys wanting a wall splat so bad no matter what. But, bro, it's not that serious. Keep playing Tekken. Like, stop trying to fish out a wall splat. Y'all will do anything to get this wall splat for some reason. I don't understand why. Like, yeah, y'all just will do anything to try to get this wall splat. It doesn't matter what the health bars look like, what is happening on screen, the mind games that happened before, no matter what, y'all will throw y'all lives away for a wall splat, and I don't know why. Good punish here. And I see a lot of no Sentai 3+4. Again, after you see that first whiff on the first hit, I recommend you just waiting that out and launch the second part. There's no reason to just overcommit like that. Interruption here, good parry, and again, there's no reason to risk your life like this for this mix, but luckily it works out. But again, you're gonna stay hard stuck forever if you keep playing with this playstyle in mind. This is very good mixes from you here. And this is a very good combo. I actually remember this the first time I watched it. That was probably the most perfect combo you could have did in that situation, so I applaud you for that. That was very good. And I actually tipped the round start hop kick. Again, you could have launched that, but it's okay. You pretty much got the same damage, so it's okay. But actually, no, I recommend you launch that and break the floor because Jin's OP on the stage. So no, I don't applaud that. Yeah, see, now you're getting a hell sweep. If you would have just launched the hell sweep and then broke the floor first, you wouldn't have had to deal with this interaction. Obviously, the fire's on the floor there, but I think Jin players are thinking more about the top floor than the bottom floor. Like, after they break the floor once, I don't think they're thinking about breaking the floor again immediately. Just something about that top floor, you just want to break that floor so bad. Two, one, down 2. You have to get better reactions for the down 2. Again, there's no reason to interrupt that string there. Again, throwing out the -14 move. You're just too trigger happy on this -14 move. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. Again, even though it works out, it's still not worth it. You're going to stay hard stuck if you keep throwing it out like this. Doing the heat smash there was a pretty good idea. I think now, at this point, you're doing a lot of moves on round start, and I think you should just backdash and play with movement. Play more neutral on round start. Because he's starting to pick up on it. Again, you're too trigger happy with that -14 move. There's no reason to be throwing that out like this. This, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I remember this. I'm not ducking and launching this. So the fact that you did, you might be Yagami. Like, you actually might be Yagami. I'm not ducking and launching that, especially with how the interaction happened that led up to him doing 2-4 at the wall. That was very good. And this interaction was very good too. So far, you're playing this round perfectly, except for the round start. And again, you risk your life with the hell sweep, even though you have a complete life lead, and even you have heat, and he doesn't, and you still risk your life for no reason. So you were playing perfectly, but now you're playing horribly again. This guy is dropping a lot of electrics. Again, another -14 move, which honestly, this idea wasn't too bad going for the Power Crush mix here, because the first time he actually did press in between you going into Sentai. So I don't think that it was a bad idea going for the Power Crush there. So good idea. Again, but spamming the Power Crush, I think that's when it becomes a bad idea. Again, while running 3 to end this round. Again, you keep going for the Power Crush. There's no reason to do that. You can get cooked. Luckily, it doesn't punish it optimally. But again, you using these moves makes it in your head like, okay, they're not going to punish it. But that's such a defeated mindset, because what about when you get in the higher ranks? People are going to start punishing that. So there's no reason for you to play like that. Just because something doesn't get punished doesn't mean that you should be doing it. You were late on the punish there. And I recommend you just doing down forward 2 for easy mode launch. You're not doing any down forward 2s. Again, you're not doing any down forward 2s, but this breaks the floor. You drop the combo, which if you would have did down forward 2, I think you would have been more comfortable doing the combo. But good duck there. Good electric. You're just not electricing enough. When you play a Mishima, you have to spam us, especially because he's spamming electric, and so he's playing the spacing neutral game. You're not. You need to start copying him. Like, you have to out Mishima him. You have to start using more electrics. This is very good here. Good electric, good pressure. Again, every single time you do forward 4-2, you're doing 3. Or the Power Crush, which is a horrible mix. You need to mix better, but it's okay. For now. Bad combo. And then every single time, like, look. Even John Ding is spamming Rage Art at the highest level of play. Go watch a John Ding set. I like, believe me, you're gonna see a Rage Art. Believe me. So I think every single time you go into, like, every single time your opponent's in rage, do not go into stance, and the stances you can't block, because it's not worth it. They're just gonna spam Rage Art. So just don't go into stance when your opponent's in rage, unless you can block in that stance. Good 4-4-2 mix. But again, you always go for the 3 no matter what. Good step electric. That was beautiful. You just have to do more electrics. And I'm seeing a lot that the lower rated players, they drop their combos a lot. Another 4-4-2. You get stepped and launched this time, which I don't think it was bad. I think this interaction is normal. You just have to keep it in mind and just don't let yourself get stepped again. Maybe throw in more homing moves. I think this was so obvious because the first time he went in heat, he did a heat move. He did the mid. And this second time, I believed it was so obvious that he was going to go for the hell sweep. So I would have blocked low here because he went mid last time. And then I would have punished with down forward 1-2. And I'm not just saying that as hindsight. I'm being so honest. Whenever a Jin player, because it's so rare for Jin players to use their heat moves for some reason, they always switch them out. They never do the same one twice. Like whenever they do the mid, the next time they're gonna do the low. If they did the low first, the next time they're gonna do the mid. That's just how Jin players do it for some reason. Even me myself, when I play Jin. Good job here. Even this time, doing Death Road 1-2 was good because you had heat. So you had +5, but you didn't. What I wouldn't say you didn't do anything with it, but because he's in rage and you're scared of the rage art because you already got hit by the rage art. But I think that I don't know, just the way this interaction happened, I didn't think that he was gonna rage art. But I don't know how you got cooked by this. He just did a random duck into wall sitting 2 and you got hit by it. That was more you just getting cooked by just overthinking, I think. And this one, this is just like it's just dirty. What he did there, that was dirty. He drops this heat burst. Good 4-4-2. Hell sweep, good mixes here. Power crush, that was a very good option from him. But you're in heat, bro. You need to be pressuring him. Why are you going into this stance running away? And I noticed a lot that you actually do this. Like you do this way too much. But this was fire. I remember this. You could have did a better ender than that. And again, you risk your life even though you're in heat. He has no health. You should just be doing down 2 1+2 to stay safe. Luckily, he punishes while sending 4-4, and then here you just get electric because you do another bad option. You should not be doing that, bro. You should just stay safe. Either you should have jabbed him, or down 4-1, or just do run up down 2 1+2. Like, there's no reason for you to have done that move. Four, 4-4 from him. Good fuzzy there. I saw that you fuzzied. But again, like you go into that stance way too much. That stance is not that good for you to be doing that this often. That was a good electric from me there. That time you just kind of got unlucky. It looked like a misinput there from you. Yeah, now you're just getting cooked. And I apologize if I'm sounding like too aggressive with the way that I'm critiquing, but like lower rated players, they flowchart so much. So hopefully with this kind of tone that y'all will understand that y'all have to stop flowcharting, bro, and y'all have to pick better offensive options. Good hell sweep there. This is good mixes. Again, he power crushes again. That time you should have been ready for that because last time he did that. That was a very good electric. That was a very bad ender from you. Good power crush. And by the way, I like this guy's outfit, even though it's basic. He hit you with that twice, which what's the saying? It's like fool me once. What's the saying? It's like fool me once, something something something. Fool me twice. It's your fault or something like that. I forgot. Or fool me once, it's my fault. Fool me twice, you're a deceiver or something like that. Something like that. That's not what it is, but it's something like that. That time after he did that, and you see his eyes glow red, you should be having fear in your heart that he's about to hell sweep you. That's why you went for the mid, but I don't think you were even thinking about that. The floor is lava, and you're not thinking about getting hell sweep there. You're just doing nothing. Like you should have been thinking about that hell sweep, which is why he went for the mid, but like you weren't thinking about the hell sweep when you should have been thinking about the hell sweep. Like you have to be mindful of these things. And then that was so obvious that he was going to go for the heat smash because he was running out of heat there. So you going for the power crush was a very bad idea. That was a good hop kick from him. I can't believe he got this float conversion. That was a good hop kick. Good combo. Damn, the 4-4-2 cooked you. He dropped his combo luckily for you. Again, every single time you do 4-4-2, you're risking your life with power crush or you're doing the high, which those are two horrible options for you to be doing. Because they can just block mid and wait for you to do the power crush mid and punish you with minus 14. Like, and again, you go for the hell sweep here, doing no mids, no down forward one checks. You're just playing big Tekken. You're just playing big Tekken and you're not even electrocuting that much. That was a very good step though. That time, that down forward 1-2 is warranted. That was a very good down forward 1-2. Again, this is very good mixing from him. That was like, bro, this was as perfect as he could have played this shit. That was a very, this is where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. Look at how perfect this interaction was, how you played it. Like, you did everything perfectly. Like, why'd you do that? You could have just bounded instantly and then broke the floor. Or you could have just instantly broke the floor and then bounded. But you chose to do a weird move. And then now you're getting cooked by mixes. He had to do this because he had to rob you the round. There was no way that he was going to beat you in this situation. He had to rob you like this. And he did a very good job. But so, for the most part, you're just not... You're not electrocuting. You're not mixing your offensive options well. Your steps are actually pretty good. The way you sidestep is actually very good. Your punishment is bad. You're mixing up on offensive tools is bad. You play too big of Tekken. You do no down forward one checks. I didn't see you do one while sending one into 3 for your guaranteed 3. For your punishment, I didn't see one down back 2 just to mix up your options a little bit more. Yeah, so for the most part, I think you just have to explore more of your offensive tools. Again, you didn't use nearly as much down 2, 1+2 as you needed to, because even on block, you can just start doing more mixes, and that's what you want in Tekken 8. So, like, I don't understand why you wouldn't be doing that. But again, for the most part, you can just keep watching this video over and over and over to understand your mistakes, and I'll see you guys in the next one.